hopped on a flight, went down to Pensacola, saw Dr. Andrews, obviously best in the business when it comes to this stuff. Told us that we had some inflammation in the elbow, did a round of PRP, hopped on a flight, came back, here I am.
Chris, was it kind of reassuring for you? You told me?
Yeah, I mean, I've obviously, pitchers in general have, arm issues sometimes, and when it's, something new, you want to find out what's going on, and that's why we're so quick to go down there and get his opinion, because he can do this blindfolded. So, he checked it out, and we were, got some better news. Obviously, not great news, but about as good as we could get. So, we rest. I think maybe 4 to 6 weeks, get on a throwing program, and get back to it.
Any doubt you'll be ready for 2020?
No, not at all. Not as we stand here now. Like I said, we rest for a little bit, 4 to 6 weeks, get on a throwing program, kind of reevaluate it then, see where we go from there.
Chris, on Saturday after the initial MRI, was it your fear that you might be Tommy John?
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I know how I feel. It didn't feel terrible. It wasn't anything, overwhelming to me. So I was actually pretty optimistic the entire time. So just kind of came out of my start against Cleveland, felt a little tight. Did some testing, and they, wanted to get an MRI to make sure. And then after the MRI, wanted to go, see someone that knows everything about it. So we were covering, as much as we possibly could, and being as cautious as we possibly could. And on my end, I obviously appreciate that. Sometimes you don't have to do that, and it's the team's choice. So they're just looking out for my best interest and the best interest of the team going forward, and that's something that I appreciate and don't take lightly.
And based on what he told you,
that there was no damage to the UCL.
What's that?
Were you given any assurance that there's no damage to the UCL?
Yeah. So there were, like I said, there was information. We got around to PRP. Never done that before, so that was kind of an interesting process too. Like I said, we got a few dead days here for the next couple days, and then get back on some shoulder strengthening, some forearm strengthening, and start getting ready for a throwing program.
So you can say with certainty that there's no tear in there?
Yeah, we're like I said, we had some information where I got around the PRP, and we roll.
And what do they look for at the 4 to 6 week mark?
Where I'm at.
Tough just to kind of say goodbye to the season, I guess.
It's tough, this whole season's been kind of a grind. Everyone talks about last year being the dream season. Personally, this has been kind of the nightmare season. So, I obviously wanted to see it through, wanted to keep fighting with the guys. We still have a shot. So, anytime someone has to step in and do your job for you, and you can't go out there and fulfill the season, that's tough. I know there's going to be some flack with that, and I accept that responsibility, and I take it in stride with my chin up. I'm not going to hide from this. It is what it is. I'm human. I'm an athlete, and things like this pop up. I didn't want this to happen as much, if not more, than anybody on the planet. So, right now I'm just kind of looking forward to getting through this process. I know I have a lot of people in my corner that are supporting me and going to help me get through this. I've got an unbelievable training staff that are going to put hours of everything they can for me to get me better through this, and hopefully on the other side of this is getting back to what I'm doing and what I've been doing.
Was this something that you felt throughout the season in your elbow, or was it just something that was wrong?
No, this was just kind of something that popped up after my Cleveland start. Like I said, just woke up that morning just a little bit more stiff than normal. Let it sit for a couple days, and then once I figured out that it was something more than nothing, I had to say something. So, like I said, kind of.
Chris, are you pretty much rolling out the remainder of this week?
I'm not sure. I don't make those calls. Like I said, I'm living for today, and then when today's over, I live for tomorrow. So I show up and do what I'm told, and whenever that gets me back on the field, it gets me back on the field.
Is there a plan to resume throwing?
Yes.
And
Is that known, or do they have to lift it first?
No, that's not.
When do you resume throwing?
Like I said, we were going, I think, 4 to 6 weeks from now, we get a throwing program set. Like I said, with the PRP process, you have a couple days of kind of dead time, letting that settle down, and then get on a shoulder strengthening program, forearm strengthening program, getting my body right, and then we start throwing.
How confident are you that you will be ready in 2020?
I'm very confident. I know who I am and what I can do on a baseball field when I have all my tools, and I know what we have in this training room. Our doctors, our trainers, our staff. The support from my teammates, my family, my friends. I have no doubts in my mind.